Right now, across all social media platforms, be it Ghana and Nigeria, there's a sad, shocking story of the demise of an actor by name Alexx Ekubo. Now, when this story hits the media, a lot of people have reacted to this story differently because this was the same actor that a few years ago, a lot of people were asking of because it is said that he disappeared from the media space for a while. Now, when the story hits the media, we had reactions from different people, be it lovers of his, followers of his, and even colleagues, the likes of Funke Akindele, RMD, and the others. And genuinely, it has really left people extremely sad because a few years ago there was a campaign on social media where fans were asking where he was because it was as though he took a break off social media where he was not seen in movie roles, he was not seen on screen, he was not seen posting content of any kind. And after a while, people started noticing and asking where he was. It even increased where some people started flooding his comment section, asking and telling him that we missed him on our screens, when was he coming back, and a lot more. Now, before we continue, some details are still developing because, like I said, he died yesterday and the news hit the media yesterday. So there has not been extreme official confirmation from close family members or details as to what exactly happened. So what I am reporting right now is what has been put out there to the media or what the media knows about the situation. Now, on major social media platforms, it is being said that his demise was as a result of him battling cancer for a long time. So he going off social media, he was actually not well and he was battling cancer. And through his last post, which was made in 2024 till now, he was behind closed doors battling cancer. And honestly, the shortest tribute that you or I have seen so far on social media, they hit extremely hard because now for people who may not know much about him, they are still reacting, they are still asking questions like, what exactly, how did we not know this? Because like I said, a campaign was put out there for people where people were asking where he was, why he wasn't posting or showing face, to the extent where some people were even asking if he had been banned from acting, only for us to now hear that he has passed on, and it's alleged that it was because he was battling cancer. For some people who may not know him or people who do not actually know him before the news of his demise, Alexx Ekubo was born in 1986 and became one of the most recognized faces in Nollywood, following his major gain of attention after he became the first runner-up in the Nigerian competition Mr. Nigeria in the year 2010. And from there, that was where his acting career started. He starred in major movies like Bling, Lagosians, Sunday Affair, Blood Covenant, and a lot more. But beyond acting, a lot of people loved Alexx because of his popularity and personality. He had this calm persona to him. He was playful, even with the content he puts out there. If it was not in promotion of a movie or on set, he gave us funny content, relatable content to just make his followers and supporters just laugh and then, follow up with his doings. Now, another reason this story hit and has touched a lot of people to the extent where some people are still in sincere doubts as to the fact that he has passed on is the fact that even through the years, right, he faced some lashback. Like there was a controversy around him in the year 2021 where it was being said that he was engaged to be married. People were excited. People were looking forward to, seeing wedding photos. Then it hits the media that his engagement was called off. There was a whole controversy around it. A lot of people came at him saying a lot of things because there were a lot of allegations that were laid, to the extent where some of them said he was into gender of his own kind. it was that bad. He had to take some time off social media before coming back on social media again. And now that people have heard or people are hearing of his demise, a lot of people are now saying that maybe, just maybe, a part of why his sickness or whatever happened to him took a higher toll on him is because of the bullying online. Because like I said, when he called off his engagement, it was put on social media and a lot of people came at him. He was bullied heavily during that time. A lot of people has also shared thoughts on the fact that the minute you are in the public eye or you are a public figure, a lot of people forget that you are also human, that you have issues, you have things that you're dealing with. They start addressing and dealing with you like you have no feelings, forgetting that you also face pressure, you also face disappointment, you also face sadness. You understand? In as much as there's a camera on your face, we see the laughs, we see all of that. Sometimes we do not see the struggle. And with Alexx like this, he's not one to come and put out his personal issues on social media, especially with the lashback he got from his engagements that was called off. He was not one to come and talk about things he was struggling with. So a lot of people just saw the smiles and then the movie content and then the sets and then, in fact, the happy times. Rarely was he seen unhappy, or rarely did we see his struggle. And this has just left people in doubt, because we have very close individuals, people who were close to him, extremely close to him, like Ike Ogbonna. We are even yet to hear anything from him at all, because like I said, this information is all per social media as to in-depth details of what exactly happened, what he was struggling with. We are yet to find out. We are yet to get anything from there, because I'm guessing the family is still grieving. They are still fighting to accept the loss, because he was only 40. He was only 40. He was still young. He still had a lot to do ahead of him. And this is extremely sad. I, for one, when I heard the news yesterday, I was taken aback, because Alexx was somebody that I found very, very funny, especially in certain movies where he had to play the role of maybe someone who just was there for the laughs. You understand? So I just had myself sit down and then question a lot of things, because what do you mean that a young man with this amount of prospect, a young man that had so much to him, because if not for maybe his demise now or things that he was facing behind closed doors, we'll probably be seeing him in a lot more movies, gone like that. Just last week we were talking about the young pastor, and now we are here, another young person with a lot ahead of him, gone just like that. And then people are led questioning themselves if maybe we should have done more, maybe we should have asked more, we should have, checked on them more. And so it has left people talking on the fact that you should check on one another, because at the end of the day, you do not know what people are struggling with. You do not know what people are fighting with. Be kind with your words. You understand? Speak to people kindly, no matter what you think the person has done or whatever. Yeah, whatever you're feeling in the moment, because words can go a long way. Words may not put physical scars on individuals, but emotionally, you do not know the damage you are causing. Now, some of his colleagues in the industry have taken to their Instagrams, talking about or giving tribute as to the demise of Alexx Ekubo. Now, this is from Funke Akindele. She said, I really tried to reach out to see you one more time, but guess you knew best. May your kind soul rest in peace, Alexx. Or me, like you fondly called me. I will always remember and cherish the good times we shared together. Rest in peace, Alexx. Uche Jumbo also took to her post where she said, words fail me, I will never understand it, but I can't question God. Sleep well, Ikuku. Still can't believe it, sorry. Kate Henshaw also took to her Instagram where she said, reality of life, the uncertainty of it all. One starts the day with good news and goes to bed with a heavy heart, broken in tears. You showed up for me when my mom passed away 2 years ago. You showed up. We chatted when I noticed your absence on SM and you said you were fine. I wanted a chance to repay you for your kindness at that time, but not like this, Alex. And many others have also shared their tributes because, like I rightfully said, a lot of them are still in shock. Some fans are still doubting heavily that the news is not real. But, like I always stand to say, live life, enjoy life. Life is very, very shaky and it's very fragile. Today you're here, tomorrow you're not. The cemetery is full of unfulfilled dreams. May his soul rest in peace. And my condolences to his family, friends, well wishers, loved ones, to Nigeria as a whole, because I mean, he was a great person and a great contribution to the Nollywood industry.